Alright there YouTube, it's Krakoon again, bringing you another gameplay slash commentary, man. And we're on Stockpile this time round, and it's obviously an escalation map pack or whatever you want to call it. But obviously it was a little bit cut off at the start, but I think I only got a kill, or maybe not even one kill. But there's no way of me telling, but it's not really worth it. It's pointless anyway. But pretty much, man. Out of the map packs so far, this is probably looking like one of my favourite ones. I mean, I did say it was a there. I should have taken them two out. I don't know what happened, but I would think that it's kind of like a Berlin Wall, but instead of like loads of buildings and then kind of open lines of sight or whatever, it's kind of more rounded off like a jungle map. And instead of it being like all open, it's kind of enclosed. For instance, is like this big old factory here, and it's pretty much like in the dead center of the map, and it's proper huge, loads of different entrances and exits, and breaching, breaching and clearing and all that kind of shit. But this is actually one of my better off games on this map anyway. So I mean, as you can see here, I'm just trying to maintain a defensive kind of play within this building, because you may say, oh, there's camping or whatever, but it's not really, because this building pretty much takes up about three quarters of the map, mate. So me going all around this humongous building, which is directly in the middle, is only just putting me in high traffic areas to gain more kills. So as you can see here, you can kind of just tell like I'm just working about the place, and this is the good thing, man. You can just drop the door, and you know nobody's gonna come in behind you unless you open the door, and you can hear like an alarm or whatever to let people know, to let you know when people are coming into the doors and stuff. So it usually works out pretty well, but it just gives the game a bit of a momentum changer, you could say. Like by like my team now, we closed both of the doors, and that limits the enemy team to where they can come in without being noticed and all that kind of shit. So I don't know, it usually works out pretty good, man. You want to kind of lean from kind of spending half the time within this building and then kind of working your way around the outside of the map, because there's always going to be like scavengers on the outside of the map or whatever you want to say, just trying to feed kills. And obviously some people do try to camp on this map, but there's only a small, what it is, I don't know. There's probably about four, like two maybe big buildings at either kind of side, if you imagine a circle. And then there's just a lot of interior buildings, but they're only small, and they like generally just join the map together around the outsides, you could say. So just to let you know, I don't die. Oh, actually, yeah, we do die. What am I on about here? I thought I only got one death, but I was wrong. I'm wrong. But pretty much, man. Like I said, if you're just trying to thinking about getting the map packs and all that, that's what I'm here for. Just trying to give my opinion on it and try and show you the play style of which seems to work for me and everything. And here, I panicked and tried to jump back when I probably should have just shot. And when you're going up against the 74U, there's pretty much no chance in winning that. But here, as you can see, there's a lot of flanking routes to get around and behind people, and generally, as I said, I kind of compare it to Berlin Wall, because there's a lot of interior buildings and all that kind of shit. But if it wasn't as enclosed, then I'd rate it, as I said, it would probably be pretty similar towards Jungle, because there's all routes around the outside, and that you can all run these routes through the middle. But generally, the middle just becomes kind of like a little arena kind of thing, because it's just big and open, and all sorts tend to rush into the building, and it's easily free kills, and you can generally try to hold down the area and such. But here you see I'm trying to like go around the outside. I'm obviously still trying to work out the gist of the map and spawns and everything, and it seemed here, I don't know what happened there, he battered me out with a Galil. But As you see here, I'm going 20 to 3, so I get another death and then that's it. But I obviously get more kills. But pretty much you'll see towards the end of the gameplay, man, that well, well, yeah, I will spoil it. It's a bit of a downer, really, that the host drops. But seriously, man, I reckon I would have been quite infuriated if this if I wasn't recording this directly from me playing it with the HD PVR, because I wouldn't have been able to get it in theatre mode because the host would have dropped. So I would have been quite devastated about that. And obviously, I'm still trying to work on more gameplays and all that kind of shit. But I don't know. I'm maybe gonna do the other two maps, Zoo and what have I got now? I've got a convoy one already done, and then I've got a what's the other one now? Oh, I've got a hotel one done, but it's not a fantastic score. But running about the place, and it's pretty. I get some pretty sick kills. And I've got the hotel convoy. I'm doing this stockpile now, and then I'll have to do Zoo. And from what I've been playing so far today, I've got to say Zoo is my least favourite map. It's I don't know. I think they've just made the maps all too big again. And I mean, for this map, I reckon they should have probably decided to have like cut down the overall size of it. You could say maybe make this huge building in the middle a bit smaller, and then kind of generally just bring all the action in a bit more from like the from the surrounding buildings around the entire map. If they brought closed it in a bit more, it'd probably be a bit more action packed for 6 on 6. But obviously you can see as well, I just want to say that I'm going to be probably using quite a lot of the shit guns, because I don't know, man, if you think about it, like how many people actually buy the map pack and how many of them are actually like proper trying hard in the map pack and all that kind of shit. And as you can see here, you can just spray through this down. I must have put them into second chance. And there, you see, with 7,400, 1 second, 1 kill before the end of the game, 30 to 4, and I don't know who the host is. It's one of them, something like that. But pretty much, man, that was the end of the gameplay. I was probably pretty devastated at the time when they all dropped and they got left alone. They were saying shit and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, expect to see more gameplay as such, and peace.